Welcome back, everybody, to the Lunacy Podcast. We've taken a little break. We've gotten some more beers. I am drinking, of course, the Minnesota Gold Light from 3rd Street, which is a fantastic crusher. I love it. Sterling, you're drinking the
Bent Paddle
Paddle Blonde from Bent Paddle up in Duluth, which is fantastic.
And I'm also drinking the Minnesota Gold Light. And
Yes.
I'm not sure if this is a compliment or not. I would say it is. I honestly would equate this to like a Mick Golden Light.
It is, yeah.
And in the sense that any beer, anybody that likes drinking beer would love this beer.
It is, because Tom actually likes this beer, and Tom, drinks Miller Lite all the time, so of course. And it's from 3rd Street, which is a local brewery, so I'm good with it.
Yep.
As long as they make a good beer, I'm cool with. Again, I'm going to mention we are on the Beautiful Game Network, BGN, BGN.FM, right?
Yep.
Yes.
So announcing that again after went to break and announced it. But so we're going to get into some other things. We already talked about the 2 games previous to this. Sterling wants to talk about some loany stuff. Some guys who loaned out to different places. So,
Yep.
Sterling, you got the floor.
So before that, I'm just going to give a shout out to Minnesota United's season ticket waiting list. The Preserve.
Sorry, my bad.
I don't remember. I think it's $50. Gets you on the list. Last I saw, it was several hundred long. So just a little plug. Maybe Minnesota United could be listening to us and hear that we're actually supporting them.
And further to that, like let's say the list is 300 people long, and you went in and signed up right now. How long do you think you'd have to wait? I mean, nobody knows the answer to that.
Well, based on the fact that Christian Ramirez was sold, there might be a few people dropping off. I don't know.
Well, if the threats that you'd read on Twitter were true, then maybe you could get on.
Well, let's say this. Okay, so how many people are in the new stadium? What's the seat?
19,000. Yeah.
Okay, so how many season ticket holders are there? 14?
Yes. I think that's right.
No, I don't remember.
I think it's 14.
Itasca Society's 11-8 something.
Okay.
And I think they maybe 14.
Went to 14. Okay. So you have 14,000 people who already have season tickets. So you're waiting for them to drop out.
Which I think a lot of them will.
After this year.
I mean, it's just going to happen.
Yeah.
I would bet that it's not a lifetime like Green Bay.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So it's somewhere between 1 year and a lifetime.
Yes.
So at least we've narrowed it down.
Well, we have to mention that Sterling actually already has season tickets, right?
Yeah. So
how many do you have? 3?
Inconsequential to me. Yeah, 3.
3? Yeah. So he's already on the level where he doesn't give a shit about the Preserve.
Well, I'm waiting for David to drop out, and then I will bump up a notch.
But we still have. But guess what? It doesn't matter if he shouldn't drop out because we can go to games with Dave. Why would you want him to drop out? He's got 3 tickets.
There you go.
I've talked to John about this, about the fact that I don't really need to drop out because I've got people that would actively take me.
Well, you've got at least 3 of us who would go.
Yeah, and plus I have probably another 3 that would take tickets every now and then.
And plus your wife and the kids.
John Andriski.
Yeah,
I wanted to get that name in.
Yeah, John Andriski.
Nell Simpson.
Nell Simpson, yeah. Great friends. We need to talk about them because... no, we don't actually. We just bring their names up.
No.
We just needed to.
Need to.
I just wanted to bring it to the season ticket waiting list and who would take David's tickets if he couldn't go to a game.
Well, yeah, if he can't go to a game, of course, Johnny will go if he can.
I think we kind of have a unspoken agreement that he's got first dibs on tickets.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think in that first game they play at the new stadium, I think all of us will be there. Johnny will probably be going with you.
Yeah, I think he's accounted for.
He's accounted for.
Yeah.
And Dave and I have already talked about whatever the tickets are. We're going
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah. I don't care if I'm sitting in the upper deck or the worst seat. I just want to be there.
I just want to be there. Exactly right. We want to be there.
What if there's a blizzard, though?
We're going to be there.
We're not going to know it because we're
going to be there.
The entire stadium's covered.
I was saying that sarcastically, just thinking about the first...
Well,
no.
Not the pitch.
Not the pitch.
I only brought that up because going back almost 2 years ago now, where the first game at TCF Bank. As exciting as that was, there was a blizzard. I mean, part of me was like, when I think of TCF Bank, I don't think soccer. I think Gopher football.
Gopher ball, yeah.
And so I have to admit, I'm not that excited about that stadium, but throw that out the window for next year.
I'm going to say, though, I'm sorry. This, for me, I don't know about you guys, seeing the United in a new stadium in MLS, I can't miss it. I just can't.
Oh.
It doesn't matter. I just can't do it. I have to be there. I have to go.
As I over the years, I love going to Major League Baseball's opening day. You know, I love going to that, first or second Vikings game where regardless of how good the team is, but the atmosphere is just so great because everybody's so excited about the season to start. I think honestly, I can say this honestly as a big football and baseball fan, next year the MF UFC, it's going to trump all of that.
I know it's going to be great, and
because it's so new.
I went to Target Field before it opened for their preseason games against the Cardinals, and that was fantastic. And I've been to U.S. Bank Stadium for the Vikings, and those don't compare to me to an MLS stadium opening up here in Minnesota. We've waited for so flippin' long, guys. You guys, both of you know this. We've waited for how long? We waited for this shit.
20 to 30 years.
Yeah, over 30 years.
Yeah.
It's been crazy. And now we're excited to do it, and I'm going to be there.
Yeah, I was part of the first ever group. It was called MLS for Minnesota. It was founded in like 2009. And I was one of the first 50 people that were involved in that.
Yeah.
And to the fact that I actually tried to help them create a logo, and just kind of saw it fizzle out because we all of a sudden figured it wasn't going to happen.
Yep.
And then to see it happen,
yeah.
I mean, it was one thing to join MLS, 2 years ago, but the fact that we're going to see a stadium
Exactly
is
right.
incredible.
Dave, I was saying though, it's like I met you for the first time up at the stadium in Blaine, right?
Yeah.
In Blaine.
Yeah.
At that sports center, which was fantastic in its own right. But years later now, to have their own stadium in St. Paul and be an MLS squad, I mean, you just can't. You have to be there. You just have to be there. I don't care if it's 20 below. I don't care if there's 6 feet of snow. I'm going to be there.
That's
the way it works.
That's funny, and I'm pretty sure I can say the same thing. I don't know if it was on the same night or not, but I'm pretty sure that's where I met you for the first time, David, at the NSAL
I think it
stadium.
was,
at
'cause
Blaine.
you guys.
I'm almost certain it was.
I want to say, John called me over. You guys were behind the goalie.
Yeah.
I feel it was Nels there too.
He
Probably.
might have been, yeah, because it might have been you and I and Nels. It might have
Yeah.
been that night. I'm not sure. You guys, I could have been traveling. You guys could have came up on a separate night. But certainly for myself, I met you for the first time.
And
out
I was
there.
with a friend too, and I don't remember who that was. But yeah. Pretty sure it was the same. Yeah.
I mean, think about that. I mean, think about where we've come from.
Yeah.
To go to the new stadium, you got to be there. You just got to be there.
Yeah.
And all the 14,000 season ticket holders who already have tickets, I feel great for them. Me and Dave are going to buy our own. Who cares what it costs? If it costs $1 million, probably not.
But I mean, $10,000 maybe.
No. Do you want me to sell my Mazda? That's $5,000 right there.
I have a feeling you'll be able to get tickets for. It'll probably be like $200.
$200.
Really?
I'm going to spend that.
I guess if I had to put a number on it right now, I would say, and we're not talking about the best seats in the house. We're just talking to get in.
Just to be there.
If you're looking at a Super Bowl ticket, you know it's like $5,000 to get in. I'm saying to get in the stadium, I'm putting the number. I'd say plus or minus 100.
Yeah, it's
am I
fine.
too low?
No, I think you're right on.
Okay.
So I actually happen to know someone. In fact, the guy that I bought my house from.
Yeah.
He's a ticket broker in the cities. So he hasn't done any Minnesota United stuff yet, but he had mentioned to me the last time I saw him that with the new season or the new stadium opening, he was going to be getting involved. So I know someone
Well, that's good.
that could, I imagine the bots are going to get most of those extra tickets.
Yeah.
So I know someone that's probably going to have some.
We're going to get tickets regardless.
Let's just do you mind mentioning, give us a ballpark figure? What's face value for your season tickets? Face value.
I honestly don't know.
Okay.
Last year they put the face value on them.
Yeah.
I think it's about $38,
$40. So that's what I'm saying. If the face value, let's just assume that the face value for a decent seat, upper deck, lower deck, is $40.
Yeah.
That's why I'm putting the over-under on what is it going to cost me on StubHub at $100.
Well,
for the opener.
And that's fine. I mean, it's going to be over $100. I don't care. It's an opening game at a new flipping stadium, MLS.
Yeah.
Right.
Haven't seen that ever before. This is the first time in Minnesota that we're going to see that. So you think I don't want to be there? Come on. I mean, I want to be there.
To give you an idea, right now, tickets in my section for the LA Galaxy game, that 50,000, they're going for the goal, the record. They're going for, I think it was 46 on Stub.
46.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
and that's pretty good because I actually, as soon as I saw that announcement, of course, I had to jump on and see what I could get a ticket for. And they are selling them at a significantly discounted price. That's for sure. I think it was out the door. It was like $10 or $15.
Yeah,
that's for the big game.
But I mean, where I was, if I would buy tickets right now, and when I say right now, I meant 3 days ago, you'd be in midfield, but 25 rows up in the second deck.
That's right.
But still, if they're going to
still,
I think I saw on Thursday or Wednesday, maybe even. They already released some numbers to media, and it looks like they're at 30. They've broken 30. So
that's not surprising. I think they will sell out that game.
I think they might too.
Yeah, because I know you're going to be there.
Wow.
Potentially. Well, your wife might have a kid before that.
Or during it.
During that.
So,
Where's she having it at Maple Grove?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll make sure my wife is working that night.
Yeah, the 22nd.
Yeah, so then you can go, because my wife will be there.
Yeah,
so
but
you'll be fine.
If she's working that night, then it might be a little tougher for you to go to the game the following day.
No, I'll just drop the kids off with the in-laws. It'll be fine.
Okay.
They'll realize it's a big deal.
And we know we'll get Nels there for sure.
Yeah, he'll be there.
John will be there, assuming he can.
Yeah, he'll be there.
I'll be there, assuming
yeah,
I'm not
we'll all
traveling.
be there.
Yep.
We'll play it out.
Yeah.
As long as your wife's having the kid at Maple Grove, we'll be fine.
I told her to have it earlier, so I didn't have to worry.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Here's the question, though. It's the last home game of the year that they're trying to do this for.
Yeah.
Is this game going to matter?
I think it is.
Because we're on a ledge here.
I think they're going to need a win in that game.
Well, I hope you're right, Tony. I really do, because I think there's a scenario where we're out of the playoff contention completely.
Here's my feeling about that game. We're going to need a win. They're going to sell that whole thing out. We're going to have 40, how many thousand?
50,000.
50,000. We're going to have 50,000 fans there cheering for the flippin' Loons. And we're going to win that game and make the playoffs.
Wow, do I hope you're right. I think that's
a
bit optimistic.
I agree.
I'd like to see it, though.
Second, the highest attendance we've had was a game that we lost 6-1. So
the first game?
The first game,
yeah. So,
but this is the last game at TCF Bank.
The nice thing is Leighton is a pussy and won't play on turf, so he's not going to be there.
Remember now, this game is in late September, right?
No, October
22nd.
Mid-October.
So, hear my theory out here. The University of Minnesota has class.
Yep.
So we'll have a lot of fraternities and sororities who will probably go to this game for cheap.
Probably.
And they can drink as much as they want to. I
didn't
say that
even,
but they can walk back. So that we could potentially, I think we're going to have a sellout.
I'm telling you cannot rely on college students to go to games. I'm telling you that right now.
Well,
The Gopher football has tried to literally give free tickets to students, and they still can't sell that.
That's because Gopher football sucks.
Well, it does. And that's why I hope you're right when you say that they're going to need that game to make the playoffs.
That's an interesting point to bring up. If Minnesota United is able to sell out this game, what does that say about soccer in this city? Because if the Gophers have such a hard time